everyone. Welcome to the Race Beyond the American Dream Sports. I'm your host, Mr. G. Lacey, and I'm with my co-host, Mr. Blake. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Blake? Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And
What's
guys,
up?
this is Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Now, without further ado, let's get into this week's topics. Starting with the first topic. According to Yahoo Sports, Ryan Garcia dominates Barrios in a brilliant showing to capture the WBC welterweight title. Now, first question. Do you think this proves Ryan is one of the best fighters out there? And who should his next opponent be? So the first question is, do you think this proves that Ryan Garcia is one of the best fighters out there?
Well, if this fight didn't prove it then, I don't know what fight will. I think this really solidifies like him being one of those guys. You have to come through to you want to fight for a belt, fight for a title.
Right.
But yeah, I already knew like if he come and show up in this game, show up in this match, which I think like of course like he's gonna show up. I say like he's gonna do what he needs to do to win. And he did. So hey, that's another notch in his belt, man. He already to me he's already proven. But he had to come show it again to people who like to hate. But haters is still gonna hate. But he's gonna shut them up for now.
Okay. 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 So, and also, like, who do you think would be another opponent, his next opponent, that will really give him a challenge?
That's a good question. There's quite a few. Um, huh. I'm thinking one in particular, and this is cause he's what class? He's a
Welterweight. So he's like around there with Tank
welterweight.
Davis,
So
Keyshawn.
so
He's out
yeah, he
there
with
with
Davis. Yeah,
Boots. He's out there with who was that? Your boy that's with the other guy that I forgot his name. Forgot his name. The one that had won last year when they did the thing in Times Square. Um
it's like G is Giovanni.
no,
No,
not Javante. Javante's
not
Davis is
Devontae.
one. Keyshawn is one. Boots is one. Is they probably could be in the same around that same class, and then you got what's his name? I forgot who he beat. I think he beat Ryan last year.
Uh,
Did he beat
I
Ryan
know who
last
you're
year?
talking about. I think so. I think so.
Also,
Cause I can't think of his name.
but also you got your boy Shakur Stevenson too.
Yep, you sure do. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. Like it. But what makes more sense and who has more like really the next most success is Davis. I would
David,
say like him and Davis have to go. They have to go against
what
each other.
second time?
Uh, hold on. Fading in and out here. No, I was saying Tank Davis
For a second time? You think they would go for a second time?
for a second time. Do it.
Interesting.
Because I'm really
Interesting.
thinking those in that class those are really my top two. Like those are top two. They have to go again, man.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
would
That's
say.
interesting.
I would
Okay.
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so here's my idea. This is how I think about it, right? I
Okay.
think personally, right? First off, I think that Ryan, he deserved to get his credit because after all of the debacle he had to go through as far as the what was that? The fight he had against what was his name? I forgot his name. It was Devin Haney. That Devin Haney whole debacle.
Haney.
He
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
had to get over. He had to get over the hump with that whole debacle to me. And so I think this was the best
I
way to
see.
do it. Come back in there, fight straight up. I always thought he was a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's been one of the pound
Mm.
for pound best. But the fact that he came back the way he came back just now and he captured the WBC welterweight championship the way he did, this proves, like I said, he's probably been one of the best fighters in the last 3 years or so. Last 3 to 5 years, probably been one of the best fighters out
Mhm.
there. Now it's basically up to him to prove that he's one of the best in the whole entire division, basically. And what better way to do it,
Mhm.
like you said, than to face somebody like either Tank Davis or, to me, I think Shakur Stevenson would be a good outing.
Shakur Stevenson. Mhm.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think Shakur Stevenson versus him, or you know what I'm saying, would be box office. You know what I'm saying? Box office numbers. It'll do a lot of numbers,
Okay.
and the person that would win that fight, whoever would win that fight, could go on to face Gervonta Davis.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
It
not
would
bad.
be a
That's
good, it'd
that's
be a
not
good
that shit.
build up.
That's not bad.
That'd be a good
That's not
build up.
bad.
You know
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
got to
saying?
build it up.
Yeah, yeah.
I see what
You know
you
what I'm
mean.
saying?
Of
That way
course.
it gives, and
It's,
then also
it's,
that way it gives Javante Davis enough time to get through his little legal troubles and all of that different situation and all of that. And then you know what I'm
yep.
saying? He can go ahead and finally get, and whoever win that fight between, like I said, if Ryan Garcia was to face Shakur Stevenson, because we seen Shakur Stevenson already, we just won his last fight, and we seen Javante won his last fight, not Javante, but we seen just now Barrios get beat up by Ryan Garcia. So it'll only be fitting to see the biggest people we see in boxing right now, which is Ryan Garcia and your boy Shakur Stevenson, go head to head, and whoever comes out of that as the winner will go up against Javante Davis. And Javante, this would probably be one of Javante Davis' last fights, right? Because you know what I'm
Right.
saying. This would be one of his opponents that he can face and prove that finally just submit his legacy. And then anything he would get after that would just be him. You know what I'm saying, solidifying that he can stand with the best of them. But this will definitely solidify his legacy if Ryan Garcia went up against Shakur Stevenson, both of them at the top of their game right now, and then whoever won faced Javante Davis and put their titles on the line. Because we know Javante Davis is like, one of those pound for pound best, and he's one of the knockout artists. He's the biggest knockout artist in the division right now.
Yep.
Yep. So hey,
I like that. Yeah, it makes money. It makes sense money wise for boxing.
right.
Get more fights in before you get another big one in.
Oh
That's
yeah, for sure, for sure,
I
for
like
sure.
that. I like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just an idea. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get it together, see what will happen.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That makes
but
sense.
oh yeah. But on to the next topic of discussion. According to Boxing News Online, Keyshawn Johnson, I think not Keyshawn Johnson, I think Keyshawn Davis, if I'm not mistaken, said
Davis.
yeah, I think it's Keyshawn Davis, if I'm not mistaken, said that he would KO Tank Davis if they fought.
But
Do you think this is possible? And would you want to see a
man,
fight between Keyshawn Davis and Javante Davis?
that is some strong words, man. That is some strong words. Are you gonna back that up? Don't come out there saying you're gonna knock somebody out, then get yourself either knocked out or
Yeah,
because now you put it out there. You say you're gonna knock out.
right. I went into an app, my bad, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I want to see that. I want to see him do that. If he don't knock him out, then yeah, you gonna get talked about. Even though if he won, you still didn't knock him out.
Mhm.
Man. Okay. Yeah, that's. I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. I don't got too much saying about that. Hey man, he just came out and just said,
Yeah,
"Here come boxing again.
yeah.
Here come boxing again."
Oh yeah, he been out there talking a lot. He been talking it up. He been talking up a lot about different opponents that he would like to face, and this is Keyshawn Davis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis is
Wow.
there. He went. He actually went. He actually went on the it is what it is with Cam and Mace, and basically was
Really?
yeah, going on there talking about how he wanted to face David Haney, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, you gotta make sure he's ready for all this, man. I don't think he's ready.
You don't think he's
I don't
ready
think
for
he's
you?
quite there. I don't think
You
he's quite there yet.
don't think
I don't think he's quite there yet. See me making all that noise like that, man. You got some more fights to get on his belt before he can just say I can knock out this guy and this guy, and then you putting even a bigger target on your back, saying that okay I can knock out Gervonta Davis.
Yeah,
It's David Haney, right?
both. He said
Or
first
is
off
it
he
David?
went on. He went on. So this the
Oh, he said
online.
both.
So first
I
off,
missed
the
that one.
listen. The online story says that he said that he can knock out Tank Davis, but then he went. I saw him go on. I saw him go on, and I'm going to clip it. I'm gonna clip it because I got to go and go back to the clip. The online story because I'm gonna clip the online story too. The online story said he can go against Tank Davis, but in he went on is it is what it is, right? He went on it is what it is, and basically was like he would not mind. He want David Haney's father to come on there on it is what it is, and he gonna basically explain to him how he can basically take on you know um Devin Haney.
That is funny,
what
man.
what
I
what?
haven't heard those no dumb talk like this, man, since the early 2000s and the 90s, man. Wow. I really hope he got this like the work like based on his training. I hope he can back himself up on it. Because if he don't, oh man, oh what the sports world already you know what they do already to guys who talk and can't back it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
So
know.
you gonna
We
get talked
know.
about for
We've been doing
months in
look.
man.
We've been doing this. Look, we have been in this podcast and doing this podcasting thing for a while now, about 6, 7 years. And every time, especially even in boxing, we have seen some people get embarrassed in boxing. Remember? And I ain't gonna even I hate to mention this because I don't believe he's really a boxer. He got embarrassed the last time he boxed, so he can't talk either. Uh first off, I the last person that got embarrassed was your boy Jake Paul. He got is super embarrassed. Nice job. Not look. Hey, look.
Oh man,
He got super embarrassed. So let's be clear. He got super embarrassed by a real boxer
man,
in Anthony Joshua, who he wasn't here to play no games, and he showed him what
at
real boxing
all.
is. Okay, you don't go out there. You don't play boxing. Okay, I've been saying that for a while now since I've been talking to you on this podcast. You do not play boxing, and that's what he went out there and did.
You
And
don't play
he got
boxing.
showed up. He got showed what real boxing is. So don't go out there and play
Exactly.
boxing because don't nobody play when somebody trying to punch you in the face. Okay, it's not you're not supposed to be out there doing that. And so when you out there doing that, he should know because he's been training in boxing, Jake Paul, for a while. So you should know when it comes to a real boxer, pound for pound, great boxer, you don't go out there and play with him. Not a man got
Right.
not a man that had to have 2 surgeries on his jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, two man.
Stop playing.
Life changing surgeries, man. Stop playing. This ain't the sport to
Stop
be
playing.
playing with.
Stop playing. This ain't a game. This ain't a game, dog. You played and you found out the hard way. Luckily, you still ever breathing and you ain't brain dead or nothing like that. You walked out on the other side. Stop playing boxing. Stop playing boxing.
Man, stop playing.
Real quick.
Mm.
Pay real quick. Is it a way we could call and pay it on, pay for it online?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, dude, you okay? Hey. I hope he get these matches lined up. Like, bro,
Keyshawn, Keyshawn.
you better back yourself up because I will be on here to let him know it. I will. Like, he's lucky we don't do call-ins. Like say, hey, Mr. Johnson, what happened? Okay.
Keyshawn,
Don't do
no,
yourself like that,
it's
man.
I think it's Davis. I think his last name Davis, but
Davis, I'm sorry,
yeah.
man. I'm sorry. I'm Keyshawn Johnson Davis. My bad. Davis, Mr. Davis. You lucky we don't do personal call-ins. Cause we have to call you in and say, man, what happened?
I'm telling you, don't
We
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir. Please. Just don't make a mockery of yourself. You just got in the game. You just got back up there. You going and trying to face off against you talking about Devin Haney and Tank Davis?
right, guys who are proven in this sport, man. Like really proven, like up there and one of them top guys.
Mm,
Okay,
all right.
trade yourself carefully.
Yeah, tread lightly.
Trade carefully.
Yeah, tread lightly because if you don't, you know, it can get real ugly out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but other than that, all right, my man. On to the next topic of
Man,
discussion. Okay, so on to the next topic. Tyson Fury will be returning to face Arslan Beck, Makamadov. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Either way, he's about to be returning to the ring to face this guy, and he says he will make boxing great again. Do you think he will win this fight that he got coming up? And can he be a big enough draw to make boxing great again, like he just said?
what was the first question?
He said he's gonna make boxing great again. So can he make first off, do you think he will win the fight that he's about to go? He about to go and have, and can he have a big enough draw to make boxing great again? Tyson Fury.
I say let's see how this fight go first because Tyson Fury could be one of those guys who can go who can be
Right.
up and down as far as his matches. So before you start saying all that, sir, let's see how you do in this match first. Then we can go off if you say make boxing great again. Which is cool. I'm all for that. I would like for boxing, have his reign of goodness again. But let's to me, he's kind of shaking himself. So let's see how that goes first. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And
Yeah.
if he wins and happen to wins this fight, then I can believe a little bit of that because I would like to see that because I would like boxing to be one of those sports again, like one
Right.
of those sports talked about again a lot.
Well then.
So
So yeah. With the Tyson Fury thing, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tyson Fury was a heck of a fighter, right? You know what I'm saying? He's had his ups and downs, like you said, but overall he's been able to, get through those ups and downs and become one of the best fighters out there. The problem is when he left, he seemed like he was a little bit off his game. Remember, Usyk had beat him a couple of times, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he beat him not once but twice. You know?
yeah,
So now
yeah,
that Usyk has beat him twice, I mean, if he was to win this fight, don't get me wrong, I think that would be great for him to come back in and win. But at the same
right,
time, you got to pump your brakes a little bit because for you to be one of the premier fighters again, you got to face up against
yeah,
somebody such as a Usyk, such as a Anthony Joshua, such
yeah,
as the guy that just I think if he did he beat Anthony Joshua or something. The one guy that's got the heavyweight title right now, the light skinned guy, the
yeah,
English guy. You got to face up against one of them. Otherwise,
yeah, definitely,
like
definitely,
you can have one of these other matchups, but until you can prove you can beat one of those guys, it's not going to mean much of anything because you've been at the top of the top. You've beaten two of the top of the tops of ever. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm
it's not you beating this one guy, which I don't know who he is. Maybe he's doing well right now. I don't know if that's going to be
yeah,
enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So like you said, we have to see. You got to fight. First off, you got to beat this guy. You can't lose to this guy and then also think that you go just come back and be able to do something in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
first and foremost. And then secondly, if you beat this guy, you need to face an opponent that's worthy enough for us to say that you are truly back in the game and you can truly be called one of the top of the top. Because like I said, you just lost 2 fights.
Yeah.
It's one of the top of the top. So you know what I'm saying? You got to come back and start off, you know what I'm saying, and get your groundwork in before you can go and push to that big matchup. And then when you get that big matchup, you also have to do well in that big matchup. And right now, this is just a test. You know, this is just a small test. But you got to pass this small test and then go on to another matchup and be able to do decent enough, or at least win that matchup, even probably win the matchup for us to even give you another side eye for you to come back and be one of the best. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely agree with that.
yeah, so that's what I think about that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Tyson Fury hasn't done great in the past, but he got a lot to prove in order to get back to where he was, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a proven to do, sir. Yeah. Just hold on to all that before you
Mhm.
get to it, man. Just hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I know these guys they're trying to, do too much before they bring not pumping their brakes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We've seen it happen too many times across sports.
Yeah. Yeah, when you in sports, when you in boxing, you don't want to pump your brakes too much. You don't want to, or jump the gun too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you get in situations you ain't got no business being in, and then you messed
Right.
up out there. You know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yep. But with that being said, my man, so on to the next topic of discussion. Um, so the NBA trade deadline came and went. Okay. And I'm finna name off to you. You probably don't see me on screen right now, but I'm finna name off to you some of the guys, in fact, that we ended up, you know what I'm saying, going towards or whatever, in the trade deadline.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Boom, boom. Let's see. So trade deadline. Hold on. Gotta go on here real quick. Okay. So here are some of the trades that were made. So on February 5th, which was probably one of the last trades,
Mhm.
Wizards landed Davis from the Mavericks, um,
Spread it up.
and Malachi Branham. They got so Charlie got Malachi Branham, and Dallas got Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley, a 2026 first round pick, and a 2030 first round pick, and 3 future second round picks.
Mm.
Washington, Washington got Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy,
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum. Warriors, Warriors, then the trade deadline, they gave up Jonathan Kaminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks, and they got back Kristaps Porzingis.
Mm.
Pacers traded Aviza Zubac to Indiana. And Indiana also got Kobe Brown, and Uh, LA received, which is the Clippers. Clippers received Benedict
Yep.
Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson. They got a first round pick, a 2026 first round pick, a 2029 first round pick, and a 2028 second round pick. Celtics, they picked up during the trade deadline Nikola Vucevic and a 2027 second round pick, and they sent Alferny Simons, and a 2026 second round pick to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves got they traded for Dusamnu, or I forgot the name, Dusamu from the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Dusamu from
sumo.
the Bulls. Dusumu, yeah, my bad. Dusumu from the Bulls. And then they got in Chicago got Ryan Dillingham and Leonard Miller.
Mm.
Minnesota, they and then they also got Chicago also got a 2026 second round pick, a 2027 second round pick, 2031 second round pick, and a 2032 second round pick. In Minnesota got well, yeah, that's who they got. Desimu and Julian Phillips. That's who they got. Suns added Anthony from Cole Anthony from the Bucks. So Milwaukee ended up getting Nigel Hayes Davis and Asumain Dang or Osman Dang. And then Phoenix ended up getting Cole Anthony and Amir Kofi. And then Hornets, they ended up getting Snag or they well no, the Hornets ended up getting Mike Connolly and Mike Connolly Jr. and Kobe White, and Chicago ended up getting Dang and Colin Saxton, a 2020 second round pick, a 2031 second round pick, a 2031 and another 2031 second round pick. And then the Knicks got Jose Alvarado from the who was that? The Pelicans. And
Pelicans, yep.
the Pelicans ended up getting Dalen Terry, 2 second round picks, and cash considerations. I don't know, whatever that is. Bulls ended up getting Yabusele and cash considerations. New York got Dalen Terry for another trade. And then Raptors acquired Tracy Jackson Davis, and Golden State ended up getting a 2026 second round pick from them. Lakers added Luke Kennard, and they got rid of Gabe Vincent, gave Atlanta Gabe Vincent and a 2032 second round pick. Paul got traded to the Raptors, Chris Paul, but we know he retired now. He left them. They got Ochai, Agboji, or I guess I'm pronouncing that wrong, but again, Ochai,
Abaji.
huh? And then Abaji, yeah,
Abaji.
Ochai Abaji, and then they got a 2032 second round pick, and that was it. LA Clippers, they got Vanja Marinkovic, and then Ball the Jazz, or Ball, yeah. Okay, so Lonzo Ball went to the Jazz in another trade, and two future second round picks, and then Jock Landale, he went to Atlanta. Hornets acquired Xavier Tillman, and they got cash considerations. And Boston received a 2030 second round pick from, I guess, Charlotte. Josh Minott went to the Nets from the Celtics. Um, and then Josh Minott went to the Nets from the Celtics, and then Boston received cash considerations, some type of cash or whatever. Nets traded Hunter Tyson. So they got Hunter Tyson, Brooklyn did, and a 2032 second round pick from Denver. And Denver got a 2026 second round pick from them. Memphis got Eric Gordon, which is I ain't heard his name in a while. And then
Still playing.
Philadelphia traded a 2032 or no, Memphis traded a 2032 second round pick to Philadelphia and draft rights to Justinian Jessup or Jessup.
Mm-hmm.
Cavs added James Harden. We know that. And then LA ended up getting Darius Garland and a future second round pick. Sixers traded Jared McCain to the Thunder, and the Philadelphia traded a 2026 first round pick and 3 future second round picks to Philadelphia. Thunder also got they dealt Dang to the Hornets and Ousmane Dang, and then they got in a 2029 second round pick, and then Oklahoma City got Mason Plumlee. Surprised to hear that name still. Yeah. I mean, these are some names that I ain't heard in a minute, man. Some Mason Plumlee and Eric Gordon. You know what I'm saying? This has been a while. So, again, then Hornets acquired Tyus Jones from the Magic and two future second round picks, and Orlando just got cash considerations. Grizzlies traded Jackson Jr. to the Jazz. So Utah received Jaren Jackson Jr., Jock Landale, John Conchar, my bad, not John Conker, John Conchar, Vince Williams Jr., and Memphis received Walter Clayton Jr., Cal Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, and Georges Niang. Pistons added Kevin Huerter, which is crazy, Dario Saric, and a 2026 first round protected swap.
Man.
And then Chicago added Mike Conley Jr. and Jaden Ivey. And Minnesota got cash considerations in that trade. I guess it was a 3-team trade. Mm-hmm. And the Hawks got Vic Krejci to Trailblazers, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then Atlanta got Duop Reith and a 2027 second round pick.
Yeah.
And a 2030 second round pick. Cavaliers added Ellis, so Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder, and Emmanuel Miller in a trade. And Chicago got back Dario Saric, a 2027 second round pick, a 2029 second round pick, and Sacramento in this trade, which I guess it was a 3-team trade once again, added DeAndre Hunter. Mm-hmm. And then we know about Trae Young getting traded to the Wizards. That was before all the trade deadline happened. And Atlanta ended up getting CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. So based on all of those, my man, because I named a lot, what trade do you make is made the biggest impact, right? And what trades do you see are going to make the biggest impact later on, like down along the line, maybe in the playoffs, would you say? So the first question is, which one do you think has made the biggest impact so far? And then the second question is, which one will make the biggest impact later on?
For both, really, it's the Cavs. They got defense and they picked up on elite shooting.
Okay.
And because you already got um the superstar in Mitchell. You already got him. You already got him. So just to add Harden to the mix, then you got a little bit of guys who can play both ways, like Keon Ellis, and yeah, man, yeah. I think for down the road in the playoffs, he's gonna be the Cavs that really made the most sense. Now the Bulls, I would say it'd be like that's more like because I wouldn't say they're like in the middle of the road as far as the conference, but it will help them. But who get the biggest impact out of this is the Cavs.
Okay. Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
personally, to me, the two. So to me, based on all the trades
Mm.
name, um, because I can go back and look at some of the trades, I would say probably the trades that made the most impact is number one. I think it was the Hornets. The Hornets, I think, got a lot of good players that are going to become really well for
Mm.
them later on down along in the future. Um,
Mm.
um, Cavs, don't get me wrong. I agree with you that the Cavs have the immediate that are going to have the immediate impact, but down the line,
Right.
a lot of the additions that the Hornets made is going to have them in a playoff picture for many years to come, especially if they were able to develop that team the way that they need to in order for them to be, really just competitive in the Eastern Conference as a whole. They added a lot of great names or whatever. And so when I look at that roster, I think that's what was needed in order for them to try to, you know what I'm saying, at least compete to get a playoff
Right.
spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like I was saying, man, you know what I'm saying? I think that that Hornets team, why they like I said, why it ain't gonna make an immediate impact. They got a lot more additions that's gonna make a impact later on, as far as them
Right.
to get a better playoff position and as far as them having different rotation pieces to ride with. You know what I'm saying? Later on. Um, but as far as immediate impact, obviously James Harden being a playmaker and being another scorer for the Cavaliers, that's gonna make him somebody to reckon with for sure. So,
Yeah.
and I can see that. I can see that being something that helps them down the line, especially in the Eastern Conference, that I feel is gonna be wide open for grabs this coming year. This coming playoff season.
Right. Yep. I agree.
Yep, yep, yep.
But
So with
yeah, that
that
new
being-
yeah that.
go ahead.
No, something just here. But no, what I was saying that Hornets team, man, yeah. I like the moves they did. Yeah, like you said, they set them up for better success down in the future. Now, only if LaMelo can, I can say if LaMelo can stay healthy, really push that team over the top.
Right, right, yeah. If he can stay healthy, yeah, it'll do him some good. I definitely think that it would definitely do him some good for sure. Do you think that Melo? So with Melo being what he's doing right now, do you think that Melo has the potential to lead this team to a deep playoff run? In the future.
You said for New Orleans?
Yeah. No, no, no. Not New Orleans. Yeah, not the New Orleans, but obviously the Hornets.
The
Yeah,
Hornets.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, Charlotte.
yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, I would say so. Like, it's a team that can definitely push them to the playoffs. And they got a solid young team already down there. Like you said, started with LaMelo. Miles Bridges can be more consistent, and then they got a young center. I think if I'm saying his name right, Carl Brenner or something like that. I think he's a rookie. He
Right.
just stepped in. Then you got some pieces out there on that front court. So that'd be a team to reckon with, man. That's a team that's not gonna be as laughed at as much. Well, I would say laughed at, but looking at it, it's a little guys that you can easily come and get a win versus in their own arena, or if they come to you, things like that. But to compete a little bit more. No.
Okay.
I did not mean to do that, bro.
Cool. I can see that happening for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, hey, only time will tell. Like I said, immediately, obviously, James Harden has made the immediate impact, but only time will tell if the Hornets ultimately, are able to make the bigger impact, especially with them adding more players and having more, pieces to fit into their rotation overall. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely see. But with that being said, on to the next and final question that I got for you. Based on what we know, right? Based on what's happening in the NBA right now, if you had to
Mm-hmm.
choose today, not considering what's going to happen in the rest of the season, but if you had to choose today, what teams do you see in the Final Four in the NBA? Two Eastern teams and two West teams.
To give my real honest opinion, I would say it'd be the So for the East, it would be the Celtics. Celtics in the I have to put this together. Really, Celtics and the Cavs.
Celtics and the Cavs.
Yeah, Celtics and the Cavs. And then on my West, the West is obvious. It's gonna be OKC and San Antonio.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Because who else is gonna stop that team? We Laker fans. It ain't gonna be the Lakers. No, that's for sure. The
No.
way we be playing versus them, sometimes we playing how we be playing other games, but it's like
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
Be realistic, man. When SGA he come back, he gonna do his thing. Of course he gonna like you can even see when he's out. He's been out for a while, and the team just keeps having success. They're winning.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah.
then with San Antonio, you got a doggone Wimby. You got these other young supporting cast of guys like Dylan Harper. You got Stephon Castles, Fox sometimes when he wants to step in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some of the wing guys like Keldon and Vassell, like
You got Barnes too.
Barnes,
Yeah.
old man Barnes. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
who gonna stop them guys? Each other. That's it.
Yeah. Right. Because the show ain't
And
Oklahoma City.
then
Not right now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And my eventual champion is like I'm gonna stick to this the whole season. It's gonna be the Spurs.
Man, it would be
Wimby
crazy.
gonna get that championship.
If
I don't want
Wendy
him
did it,
to. I'm not a big Spurs fan, but shoot, it's gonna be them.
yeah, man. And that's the only team that's the biggest threat to the defending champs right now, because that's the only team that they ain't been able to whip the whole season. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And things could change. If you ask me about a week later, then because I'm not gonna leave the team out. I was reminded that you can't sleep on the Pistons either. Like they've been having a really really good season this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Now, if anybody was to be a sleeper, it would be the Pistons for sure. Because the Pistons do have the number one record overall in the league, and they definitely are somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that we didn't expect to see at all. So I can definitely see them
yeah,
make an impact,
yeah,
man. And Cade Cunningham, he's one of those guys. He's becoming one of those guys now, for sure. So
yeah,
it could get
yeah,
very
man.
interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? It could get very interesting. Personally, I see to the four teams that I see going there. If you could ask me today, I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna go Pistons and the Knicks, right? If they don't meet each other before the conference final. And then in the West, I will go like you probably went. We'll go Oklahoma City and Spurs if they don't meet each other before the conference finals. But you got to realize if they meet each other before then it's going to be automatically another opponent that they end up facing. So
Yeah,
we hoping that they end up getting a good enough seeding each team to where they don't end up facing each other earlier in the playoffs. But if they end up facing each other earlier
right.
in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, then it could be a different total matchup. before. But if it ain't, it could be Pistons and the Knicks to me, and then it could be Oklahoma City and the Spurs. That could get interesting. That can get interesting really fast. And that's where I stand right now. Now, like you said, in a couple of months, could be in a couple of weeks, when teams start coming back, getting healthier, things could change. But as of now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm with that. And approach the playoffs, man, it's about to get crazy, man. Real, real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully,
Right.
hopefully our team start doing better. But right now, they gotta get something going for themselves, because
That's the
they
work to do.
the hardest conference to get out of, and that's the Western Conference. So
Exactly.
yeah, so it's gonna be very, very difficult. But with that being said, that's all I got today, guys. Guys, that's been another sports talk. I hope you have a nice rest of your weekend. Obviously, it's you know what I'm saying, because it's going to be the hours are gone, so it's basically going out of this day. And we hope you have a nice rest of the week. God bless, and see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, all right, Blake.
All right, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.